Hey, what's up everybody? Paul K, Saturday Mornings Outdoors, and we're up the Hockamock Swamp, and it's like gonna be up in the 50s today, so I'm hoping there's gonna be some safe ice and we're gonna do some ice fishing. Got the gear all set, and hope to catch us some good sized fish and have a little fun on the ice. First ice fishing trip of 26. Let's go. So I feel like I should be getting ready for trout. I mean, it's pretty warm, but we've had weeks and weeks on end, night and day, below freezing. So I know the ice was good then, but I got to work. So I got my day off today, and hopefully God is good, which we all know He is. And behold, look at that beautiful winter scene. We have liftoff, and there's actually people ice fishing out there. Let's go. Modern technology. And welcome everybody. Hope everyone had a good New Year's celebration. And it is a beautiful winter day out here in the Hockamock Swamp. And we got, I'm thinking, probably 5 inches of ice there. And we've had below freezing temperatures for a week or two, day and night. And now it's warm, you know, as the day off approaches for the plans to go big ice fishing. We got summer weather, not summer, but spring weather. But just surveying, we call that area down there, it's pretty inaccessible, the area where no white man has set foot, because this is a Native American swamp, right? But it looks like people have already been out ice fishing. I was looking at some of the local fishing reports, and they've already caught some nice bass out of here. So it's about, I'd say 40 degrees right now, and they claim 50s, but plenty of ice, nothing to worry about. Very comfortable actually. As you can see, I'm in relatively light winter gear. So it's a great day to be ice fishing. I am a jigging guy. I don't set up too many traps often, but I got the Penn Ultralight on the Ultralight Ugly Stick, 4-pound test. I'm using a standard Castmaster tipped with little trout worms, and generally that brings me good luck. I'm jigging away. So they call that one right there, that's Monkey Island. I don't know, there's campsites on there. It's a nice island, a couple campgrounds on there for a long time. Me and my nephew was out there, and I guess they take that name from these monkey spirits called puckwuckies that are supposed to be in the haunted Hockamock Swamp. So Monkey Island. Other than that, it's how drunk teenage kids get when they go out on the island camping all weekend. I don't know. It's just a theory. So I'm using typical search and destroy ice fishing technique. Stay at each hole for 15 minutes for straight jigging. And if you don't get fish, move to a next hole. I'm going up where no white man has ever set foot. Off that island directly ahead of me, me and my nephew were in a canoe, and we were just killing fish for a few hours. But this was the summertime. But I'm just curious to see how it is ice fishing, so I'm going to try my way out there. This is a more remote area of the lake here. So I'm in front of the island. They got my holes cut out. Now, I just wanted to say, it doesn't take a lot to get into this sport for beginners. All you really need is an ice spud and a fishing rod and some type of lure, you know, jigs, worms, tipped, or maggots, or whatever you want to use. But that doesn't take much. You don't need this elaborate gear. And it's a lot of fun. That's all I started out with. And pick an area that's really known for good fishing. I've been hunting and fishing this area, and I'm always promoting it in southeast Mass. The Hockamock Swamp is basically the freshwater filter for most of southeast Mass, probably 15 towns surrounding this. And it's a purifier of the rainwater. And it's a real swamp, and that's why I say that. I think that's how that got generated, where white man has never set foot. There's real quicksand here, authentic quicksand, and I got stuck in it when I was a kid. And it can be dangerous if it's silty, and you just sink right in, and you really can't get out without help. And it's a real swamp, you know, and that's what adds to the mystery. And there is real historic evidence of settlers and Native American massive battles in here, and a lot of people died. People died. So anyway, what I wanted to relate was pick a good area and do your research, but always have your safety equipment with you. Don't go anywhere unless you got your ice picks, you know, and the standard stuff. So, and you'll have a ball. Even if you don't catch nothing, it's just a wonderful place to be, and it beats bouncing off the walls in January. But get out and ice fish. And there it is, the first massive fish of 26 for me, and at least I broke the ice, and a fish is a fish. But Mr. Perch, thanks for coming along. Look, he's pissed. Look at him. He took the whole worm too. That's crazy. First fish at 26, and hopefully there's millions more big ones. And that's what I'm using, a tungsten jig, blue and white. This is a glow one, but I don't think it matters today. And tipped with a little piece of nightcrawler, little trout worm. All right, Mr. Cricket is working better. They're getting bigger. I mean, Mr. Cricket is working. They're getting a little bigger. A fair-sized perch. Go tell your grandpa. All right. Easy release. All right, let's go. Good looking fish, ain't they? Healthy. The other way, bud. You big, that's it. Come this direction. Come on. Follow my voice. You big dummy. Get it. The other way. There you go. Oh, yeah. Dawn breaks over Pearl Harbor. Those standard daredevils still kick butt. I mean, you know, they were like more than 100-year-old design. I don't know. Epping, I think they made it, the guy's name that invented them, and just the standard red and white, man. And it's crazy how effective they are. We got all these newfangled lures, and they're all fun and everything. There's hundreds of thousands of them now, but standards still work. And I get more faith in them the more I use them, you know. And I use the new ones too, but when, like, I try the new ones and they don't connect, and then I just go, oh, I know I can rely on the old standby, and that just builds up the power of it more, the mojo, you know. And it just it feeds on itself, and then you end up with your favorite. Like with me, I think it's Rapala and daredevils, you know, for ice fishing, and Rapala for regular fishing. They have mastered fishing. They probably have the catchingest lures in the world, I think. Of all the lures, there's something about those lures, Rapala lures, that just kill fish. Swedish I guess they're from Sweden or something. But it's they nail it, and they seem a little pricey for what you're getting, $6-8 for a floating wrap. But it's you know what? When I was a kid, I was using I don't know, 1.5 inch standard floating wrap, and I caught just to keep records, I think I caught like 160 fish, and I was angry. I was only a kid, but I was angry, and I sent them a letter saying, your lures break after I've caught 150 fish on it. And they basically sent, I was expecting to get, like, in my boy mind, like 15 free lures to make up for it or something. And they just sent me a letter basically saying, what the hell do you want? No, and they're right. I mean, you know, I got my nickels worth out of it, but it was my little boy mind. But it was, they make some killing lures. They really do. Rapala is probably my favorite all time. I would say, what do you guys think? I think that's the #1 brand of lures that really work, and they're not full of crap. They're not catching fishermen. They're literally catching fish. Well, these clouds are starting to lower. They said it's supposed to rain tonight, and the wind's picking up. I feel the front is approaching, so we'll probably call it on this show. And I am thrilled to death of having caught the first fish at 26. Had a lot of fun catching these perch. Maybe in an upcoming episode, not on this lake, but on another lake that I usually go to for ice fishing. I've had 100 perch days. I'm going to do a catch and cook on perch, because I would rather eat yellow perch out of fresh water than any fish out there, including salmon and trout. It is the most beautiful tasting fish, sweet, firm flesh, and it's just really good. But hope you liked this episode, and I had a ton of fun bringing it to you as usual. It's really just the hundreds of times, if not thousands of times, I've been to this Hockamock swamp for hunting and fishing. It never disappoints, ever. I've never had a bad day here. It's just incredibly abundant with wildlife and fish, and never disappoints here. So tune in next week. Hopefully there'll be ice fishing again, and some amateur radio flea markets coming up. I might do a road trip on that. So stay tuned for even more Saturday morning fun. My name is Paul K. Please like, subscribe, and hit the hype button right down in here in this area in front. It says hype this video. If you like it, hype it. And as always, say your prayers, and we'll see you next week. Take it easy, guys. It's ironic, you know, sometimes when I come up here hunting, deer hunting or whatever I'm hunting, squirrel hunting and pheasant and whatever, I'm hunting for rabbits and I never see them. And then, but every time out of ice fishing, I'll see 15 rabbits from here to the truck. And I mean, it's like, it's not 50, it's not 150 yards from here to the truck. So it's the season, I guess.